Hello, Spork-bearer. How are you?
I'm very well. That was fun to do the draw.
Yes, it was.
Hello, Spork-bearer. How are
Whoops.
you?
Hang
So,
on.
I'm very
Hang on.
well.
I've
That was
got
fun to do
background
the draw.
noise.
okay. From me or
No,
just
I
in
no,
general?
I had Twitch open and it wasn't muted because I'm a
Right.
noob.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Noob. Yes, it was. You're joining us because we just finished up the draw for season two. Well, the draw for the next season of the Eire Blood Bowl League, and we just got drawn into our divisions, divisions A through D. 48 players, is that what he said?
Yeah,
Because
that's
there's
the number in my
nine.
head.
Yeah, that's right. So, super exciting. As we were just saying offline, there's some the coaches and everybody seem to be quite a nice spread across, and yeah, there's a lot of dwarfs, there's a lot of chorfs. They number into 8. And then there's a wide spread of everything. I think the only team not taken, we said, was Bretonians and humans. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no
that's
birds. No humans is a little
no
surprising.
humans is surprising. I mean they do break.
I think no flings either, right?
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
I
And
mean,
no.
as
Oh no, there is
as
goblins.
yeah,
No underworld.
yeah. That is. I mean, I know you were considering.
I was very close to taking underworld. Yeah. But yeah, I was. I mean, I put down chaos, and then I was like, "Oh, there's going to be loads of other chaos," and then there actually weren't that many other chaos. So I was like, "Fine, I'll just keep my chaos then." So yeah, yeah, I'm fine with it. Right. So, are you? Can you? Are you sharing this inside the
Oh,
thing so that I can look?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
No.
will.
Thanks. And then we'll be able to check up. So, you join us, ladies and gents, at an exciting time. We're going to be able to go and look at the teams in a second for the upcoming game, and catch you guys up to date on what's going on. So we all know where we are. We all know what's going on. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the final of the Eire Blood Bowl League Season 1. And the final is going to be between Chivite and Scrofulla. So let's have a look at Scrofulla's team first and see what the story is with it. It's not the goblins. No snakes here. So, sorry. Near fell off my seat, which is hilarious. Unprofessional. We'll just go on.
Who is that streamer that falling for calcium?
Yeah, that's really funny. Sorry.
It's the tribute act, yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. Um, Sorry, I'm laughing at myself here. So, yeah, we've got a nice lizard team. Was unlucky. The gap you can see in the roster there with the Cobra 2 who had died was actually done by Chivite in the I think it was the second last game of the division because these two guys both came out of Division 1. Scraffa finishing up in 4th place, Chivite actually winning it out. And they have crossed the Rubicon to become primary Space Marines in this final. This is a really nice lizard team. It looks like he had 80k earlier on when I looked at this. He's gone up to 1930 because he's bought a extra skink for himself. Not too sure. I think it's probably because he wants to foul. Can't think of a good reason other than that for him to have taken it. He did the last time we checked. He'd got a level up on that Sure Hands lad, and he just took. It was a normal, so he just took sidestep. So that's pretty cool. Still has his cool agility guy. He did lose Taylor Swift, the move 9 Sure Feet Sprint sidestepper, so he has lost his one turner, which is pretty huge. That diving tackle sidestep Blodge is really nice skink, and then we got the real meat of the issue, which is the 2 strength 5 Saurus, which are actually going to be a bit of a deal to try to take down. One of them having taken tackle means he only actually had, and the guy that was killed being the other guy that had block Mighty Blood Guard, does mean he's actually down to 4 guard, which is not great for a lizard team. And this is the problem with having the extra bench and stuff. I get it, but it's 60k added onto your TV when, like, if your Saurus goes off and a skink comes on, like, yeah, it's just pretty terrible. So yeah. So this is going to be fun. I don't think he's got an upgraded stadium, has he?
Yeah, he has, but it's not in
Does he have
effect.
bribes?
Chivite is meant to be the home team, from what I heard.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, you're quite right. But it's not in effect. How come?
It's only the home team that gets.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, no, you're quite right. Sorry, I thought you meant that it wasn't in effect for Chivite, but it is. Excellent. So yeah, it's a really nice team. I like the Edge lad. He's got a niggle. He's going to be picked on. Yeah, I think that's about it. So let's have a look at Chivite. There's only 2 tackle on that team as well. Oh, I'm being remiss and not looking at chat. Sorry, lads. Cool.
Kalo knows the rules. I typically confuse him with my stupid questions and confusing way of speaking.
Yeah, that's only Fiki. You ignore anything he says. Piece of shit. Hi, Fiki. Well done on getting a Twitch thing.
Oh, well, to the people who are making Twitch accounts to follow us along, thank you very much.
It's great.
I have a job. This isn't what I do, but it is nice to know, kind of like,
You're so
okay,
professional.
It is nice to know like where things are in terms of are we speaking into the void, right? Thank you, Chivite.
I'm trying to make fun of you after being the guy who just fell off his chair. It's like,
it's
really funny. Cool. We're looking at Chivite's team. Sorry, let's go back to this. Yes, so really nice team. It's been great. He did get an unfortunate upgrade on his dirty player zombie. He would have fired him, only that guy has literally been his player for the entire longevity of this team, with something like 8 kajillion foul kills. Gorgeous. So annoying for him to level up again with another thing. He would otherwise be bloat. Excuse me. But he's keeping him. Has kept the rest of the team nice and trim. He's at 1930 exactly as well. So yeah, he has bought himself another zombie. So it looks like there's been some trading back and forth of who's going to have what and who's going to get this and who's going to get that, and they think they've settled down now. The Mighty Blow Wolf is still really good. Isn't going to get any. It would have been nice to get him levels last game, but he didn't. And he did get that tackle on that guard White, because he did only have 1 tackle prior to this game, so he was waiting to see who it was that he was going to be facing before he decided on what he was going to take there. I'd say if it was the Orcs, he probably would have gone stand firm, but knowing that it's Lizards, that tackle is really, really great, especially on a more mobile piece. The big strength 5 fleshy is going to be huge, and that killer White is going to be amazing as well. If he can get any dice off on Saurus, expect it to be happening with the Mighty Blow Wolf, because that Claw Mighty Blow is a absolutely terrifying prospect for anybody with armor 9.
I just want to quickly talk about the names of the 4 zombies here, because I think we need to call out all of the people who have contributed to getting into the final, as it's 5 teams in one here.
Pour one out for all of these teams that have contributed.
Yeah, so I know Sarafang is definitely Jalnok. I know we obviously know Bishop Jordan came from the last game.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, it was the last game versus Crow Dog. Yeah.
I can't say I happen to know off the top of my head where Kisses or Last Game Biatch, which is a very apt name, came from.
Last Game Biatch was definitely just bought.
Yeah, okay. That's me being an idiot. He bought a zombie. Okay. Because he didn't have enough.
Back and forth. They were trading back and forth to see who would have what at the end of it. So when he decided to go and get the skink, he was able to buy himself a zombie for free, basically.
And not go underdog.
So they're both at 1930, so they're both fine.
Okay.
He has money to scum something if he wants, but whatever he gets, he'll immediately give straight away to Scrofulla. So yeah.
So if anybody in chat knows where Kisses came from, call it out.
Kisses was an original actually.
Right.
Yeah, because he fits in with Night of the Living Dead, right?
Okie dokie. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so weird to see a zombie on Chivite's team that is not taken from a different team.
It is, yeah, and he had my perfectly good Mickey was there, and
also I've got to call him out for the terrible fact that he's not capitalized this name. Yeah. Which made it just look like it was from somebody else. Okay. Yeah. Game is about to start. Was there anything actually serious, Maura, you wanted to say about the team?
No, this is going to be a really, really good game. I don't think I know who's going to win it, and that's super exciting. So we've got the winner of Season 2 versus the admin. Both of them are excellent Blood Bowl players. Both of them have won plenty of stuff elsewhere. And yeah, it's going to be a really cool game of Blood Bowl. I'm not expecting a huge amount of mistakes. I'm expecting some really tight play from both of them. They both know their teams really well. Maybe a slight little bit of an advantage for Chivite in the fact that his main is lizards. So he knows lizards very, very well, probably better than he knows any other team. And yeah, so that could come into play. I don't think Peter's had a huge amount of experience playing as Necro, on the contrary. So, or not on the contrary, on the other side of that. So I think it's going to be really, really interesting. So yeah, too close to call. Do you have an opinion? Who's going to win it?
I mean, I'm at anywhere near the level of these guys. So, there will be crunch moments. I don't think either coach will let a couple of setbacks send them into a spin, though. So I think that it's going to be
for the record. Like, both of these guys are better than me. It's not going to make me not call the shots on it. Go like, oh, jeez, he's actually going to do that.
So we didn't talk. So you mentioned it earlier. Chivite has a rest area. So both teams have a bribe. Chivite has his army of zombies. He is going to be fouling absolutely all over the place.
Yeah,
and
But I do think, like, Scroff did buy a rookie lad specifically to do that. He's expecting to take a bunch of attrition. So he's bought the extra guy so that he doesn't, so that he can have a guy on the pitch who's capable of picking up the ball. Now, him being able to pick up the ball with Saurus and stuff, that's how he got all of his strength 5 lads and all of the other stuff, is by getting touchdowns on them. Some of those Saurus have like 7 or 8 touchdowns to get where they are today. So I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. But the fouls will be interesting. They'll be very numerous, and it just remains to see whether the dirty player kicks in or regen kicks in as to who gets the most removals.
We have a game.
It's going to be cool.
I'll skip it back as far as I can. I don't think we'll have missed much.
No, we won't have missed anything. I think it's just as soon as they said we're ready to go, they were just going through the inducements phase. So doesn't look like there's going to be any inducements. Cool. And are we all excited? We're all ready to go.
So both teams with bribe, no inducements.
Yeah.
And we'll see the logo if it pops up. That was too fast. There it was. So Scroff won the top left. Scrofulla won the toss.
Yeah, Scroff won the toss and has put himself in first. Probably the right call. To go immediately, he wants to get he wants to get to banging. Although
he doesn't want to get
I think Chivite would be much happier to take this on defense. I think he's willing to throw away a couple of zombies on the line to take hits, get one hit in on somebody who he doesn't really care about, and anything that manages to overreach itself is going to get fierce pounced on. But exciting all nevertheless. That's a great question, Gus. Who did get fame, if you don't mind? Scrolling over the... so it looks like the Night of the Living Dead did, which is pretty interesting. Oh, it's on the bottom there, actually. Yeah, they just high rolled it because they're both a pretty good thing. Am I too loud, Dave, or are you just being funny?
I have tweaked the Discord volume down a little. So if it was joking, then he'll have to. I shall beat him.
I'm a mod in here, Dave. I can just ban you, just for the record. Thanks, Vicky. And you were very funny. Well done, Dave. Okay.
Okay, I'm turning Discord back up again. Please
Brilliant.
don't. If I ask a serious question about audio levels, please don't make jokes about one of us being quieter than the other, because it sends me into a whole tailspin of technical problems.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Thanks. Everything is perfect, and we love you just the way you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And I don't have any distractions around tonight, so I can give this my full attention, which is really nice.
That's lovely.
Yeah, last game was a bit stressful. Like that.
Well, indeed, yeah. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to help out with my voice. As you can probably tell, I've still got a bit of a rasp, but so I just wasn't up for talking.
Yeah, no, well, Jared did perfectly.
Didn't
Um,
he though? Yeah, he did really well.
he has. Yeah, so Offset leaving the gap as I've seen this from Chivite before.
Yeah, it's his pretty standard defense. It's almost like what you would refer to as the riot defense. He likes to be able to screen. He's got some really really mobile guys. The trouble with Necromantic in general is who you decide to put up as the guys to get hit. So the 3 shitters on the line is all well and good, but then he wants to protect a couple of his key players. You'll notice that one of his key players for him is his dirty player, who he does always manage to cover. The shitty wolf covering the other wolf is also pretty good, but it just kind of, that those blocks stop people from being able to get down any one particular side. He gives away one side on purpose because he's able to use his speed to get back over there. So it's quite clever. Fantastic. And we might as well switch the view as well, since it's the Lizard's Drive, and then we'll all be no, the switched view. You had the skills upgrade, but yeah, there you go. Hey, so pretty nice central kick. He'll be happy with that, considering he doesn't even have kick. Cover the ball, obviously the best thing to do first and foremost. Managing to hold that side. Bear in mind, I kept saying last week that he had stand firm, but he doesn't. It's break tackle on that Crocs. So, yeah, he's going to have to put some guys in front of that if he wants to make sure it's not going to get served. Or maybe he's just baiting him into something early.
The double wolf stack is interesting. I mean, my instinct as a neuro coach is always to kind of, not exactly symmetrical, but spreading out to keep my options open.
Yeah, for sure. So the temptation would be to have one on either side, but it kind of weakens whichever side doesn't have the stuff. The gap that he's left is on the opposite side to where both the wolves are. But the wolves are move 8. They can get over to the strength flesh column, which is the squares you want to hold, and the guys in the middle are all able to go out and get whatever does decide to go down that side as well. So it's safer than it looks, is what I'm saying. Some nice hits coming in here, but not any damage happening.
Oh, tough old zombies.
Yeah, zombies are just great, aren't they?
Just gristle.
Just really, really good. Yeah, for sure. Take the block on that hit. It does get a stun finally. So that's pretty nice. Going to be interesting to see what he does to decide to break up some stuff here, and whether he decides he's going to have to bring in too many guys to make that 3 dice. So he's fine with the 2. And probably will follow this up as well, because he wants to try to keep all of them nice and tight together. So he's nice and wide here, which I like quite a lot. He's got everybody in position to kind of cover everything else. I'm curious as to whether he'll use his skinks to kind of get in between the Saurus, so that if they do get hit by any specific thing, they won't be able to get too far forward through.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if he does that, or how he decides to go for the ball.
I think
he's gone straight for the 2+ pickup.
The guard Saurus in the middle in particular is because the strength 5 you can kind of allow, not to be totally isolated, but they can have a square space.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the thing is, anything that is coming in to hit it, anything on that side of the field, it's just going to be one punch with the flesh golem.
He's got a strength 5 flesh golem, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's on the other side.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, exactly. So he can't reach. So it'll be that one strength 4 flesh column coming in to hit one guy. So he's going to have to use a lot of his strength to try to get through any of this line.
Yes.
The question was whether he decided he could, because he could have, and it's a huge investment, but he can surf this Croxigor.
Yes.
If he decides he wants to. But I mean, it's probably not a good idea, because it will be the first hit will be against guard on the strength 5, so it'll be strength 3 versus strength 4, so he'd have to have the 2 in to go from 1 into 1. No, it's 2 red into 1.
No, well, he's blitzing. Double skull. The first real dice rolled in anger.
Not ideal.
No, but he does
right
get...
guy to go for it as well. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Okay.
So nice little stun. No reason not to pile on. You've got everybody tied up there. It's not like they're going to make much of a difference. He can reinforce where that guy is as well. He knows he's probably going to want to go and foul him. He's tempting him into it by going for the piling on pretty early on, which I think is good. It's fine. So Yeah, he's kind of blocked off that side now. If he wants to go over there, most of his Saurus are all kind of tied up on the line. He's been given the option of going down the right hand side, but he's not gonna make this in any way easy for him to go through. So just some repositioning around here, make sure nothing's going to get hit particularly hard, get the very good pieces out of the way, and I don't think even bother moving this wolf, or if you do, one square, nah, he's fine where he is, because there's no real angle for you to get any extra hits, and the lack of frenzy means he's quite safe where he is. So, pretty straightforward and pretty nice turn. Does decide to move him. Fair enough. Yeah, so willing to bait him in if he wants to go and take that side. It's not a good idea against frenzy. Giving away a pretty nice head on that flesh golem, but if it doesn't work, you're kind of stuck, which is a pretty big deal. Tempting people into blitzing storm flesh golems is always really nice, because you go in and you hit it and it just doesn't move. So if you don't get the POW, do you re-roll it to try to get it, or do you take the bolt down and just suck up the fact that you're stuck there now? Yeah, always going to be tricky. That's an unfortunate hit. Yeah. So I was expecting the blitz on the other side. He's not being able to get a huge amount of forward momentum. But then again, I don't think he really wants a huge amount of forward momentum overall.
No, he doesn't need it right now.
No, and it's on a skink. The skink can go wherever it wants. It's on an agility 4 skink for that matter. That skink can do whatever it wants. Another 1 in 9 from the hit here. That's pretty unfortunate. He's very tempted to re-roll this. I don't think he should. Yeah. Ooh, that was a long delay. Either frustration or just actually working out whether it was worth it for the positioning. I don't think it was. I think it's just unfortunate. You just suck it up. He's going to have to try to make some moves here to keep some stuff safe, though. I think the reason he was going for that blitz on that golem was so that he could get a couple of skinks over there, just base that piling on lad and just foul him. Yeah. So just a little bit of shuffling around here to see if we can get some stuff in. It does have 2 dice in the center. Should he want it on the guard from the guard in the middle?
Well, he's already blitzed, hasn't he? Yeah.
No, but yeah, the guy in the middle. Yeah, he can still hit the guy in front.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you were talking about this.
Oh, it's only 1 die because that guy's behind. Oh yeah, so he's brought that guy around to get. Yeah, he needs another assist in there if he wants to make that 2 dice. Because that guy is strength 5, being hit by strength 4, but has guard. So it's +2 -1. So yeah. It's still only 1 dice. Does he bring in a... he goes for the hit in front. Okay. Rowdy.
Yeah. Early game bravery from kind of both coaches, maybe. The piling on.
I suppose, well, you can't really bring in a skink there either, can you? You bring the skink around and the skink stands in to give you the assist, and then the white just stands up and kills it.
Yeah, so, you know, either don't... it's kind of roll or not, really, isn't it? And I think... when you've got block, and you wouldn't like the skull, but you could potentially re-roll it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it being rowdy. What I mean by that is you can't re-roll it, like, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was tempted to re-roll the thing earlier on, but after making the right decision, you don't just tempt yourself into rolling a dice that you have to re-roll later on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an interesting one because he had the re-roll discipline not to use the re-roll earlier, and then, yeah. So I think it was okay.
So not a great turn for Scruff's pals. He is still pretty strong. Well, getting weaker, but pretty strong on this left side.
Yeah.
The wolves hanging out. Okay, now the wolves come in, and the pals start to flow, but no damage.
Nothing doing with the Claw Mighty Blow. So he was looking to get some extra hits out of that as well by being able to shove him all the way through and maybe get rid of one of those guys from out of the middle of that melee, because they're all just going to stand up in a second. He's going to plug some guys in before he goes for this foul as well. Going to go for the Guard Mighty because it's the one that he's got the most dice on. Probably go for the blitz before he decides to, or the foul before he decides to take the dodge from the killer. Well, that's a nice removal. Is it double fours? It is not. Is that double threes?
It's just good dice.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He just gets what he wants.
So no double is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't see the screen properly because it's on the.
Oh yeah. Also, I have it on the simple.
Yeah.
Still, I forgot.
Yeah, you're grand. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so no doubles overall. He will take this dodge, I'd say. There's no reason not to. There's no real reason to stand him up either, is there? Will he bother moving the flesh golem? I don't know. Yeah, that guy might as well come around. Yeah, that's fine. Will he dodge this? Yeah, but you're not re-rolling it. No.
Stun isn't great, yeah, but at least, I mean, it could be worse.
It could, but I mean, it's actually pretty good for Scrofulla. That's the thing he can definitely take advantage of. I mean, if he can get this strength 5 hit off, he can. So down goes the flesh golem, and now it's a simple matter of being able to blitz that guy out of the way. Stand up a few of your lizards and make a. Oh. Right. That's not where I expected that to happen.
No, blitzing with the prone. Was it because of the tempting target? I guess it's
maybe.
well.
I suppose it's nice. It is your block mighty blow as well. I suppose he wanted to get him back in the action, but I don't like that at all because I mean, yeah, you're losing out on a bunch of extra guys here for this foul, which I presume he's putting in. I think it would be. It would be surprising to me if he doesn't decide to put in this foul. But, well, I don't think he can now.
So 3 assists,
I don't think he's getting enough out of it. He's also kind of stuck in a conundrum here because he can't move that Croxigor either.
Okay, it's a 4 assist.
He's got them all so stuck together that he can't activate. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that at all. That Crocs bonehead, and he's in a lot of trouble.
Okay, so, well, the zombie can't actually get around now.
No, and he's in a tackle zone as well, so...
Yeah, it's a very light... It's going to be a pretty light screen, but the wolves
the
wolves are back.
I mean, imagine how bad this would be if that guy had failed his bonehead, though.
Yeah.
Foul comes in on the flesh golem.
Okay, yeah.
Which is kind of what he was after.
Jim foul.
That's unfortunate, yeah. Bribe's good, so that's something at least. Well, he broke armor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jim foul is the snake on the armor, right?
Yeah.
So he broke armor. I think he has to get the central guard a bit more to the right-hand side here and support his Croxigor because that Croxigor is fierce in trouble. And I really didn't like the move on the Croxigor either.
To base up against a zombie.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the Croxigor was doing absolutely fine standing where he was standing. So why would you roll a dice and risk the 1 in 6 that he isn't there anymore?
Yeah.
Because if that Crocs wasn't active, if he failed his bonehead, you can't re-roll it. You've got loads of stuff to do, and all of a sudden that whole wing is just open, and yeah. So he's got the. Okay. Yeah.
Is this an attempt to kind of distract attention away from the left wing?
I honestly am not really sure. There's a really nice blitz on this guy now as well. So he needs to move 2 guys. He can just push this guy. If he doesn't get it, he was able to push it directly into the flesh golem. He'll just keep the flesh golem where he is anyway. And
no.
Oh no, he's going to move him around so he can get more guys in. Oh, because he's got a dice. He's got dice on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now he's got dice on the Crocs.
Yeah.
So guard comes up around the corner then. And fills in the gap where he would be pushed to. That stun is fantastic. So he doesn't have to dodge off. He is giving away quite a chunk of stuff here. But that hit on the... yes, he can just bring the wolf in. So he's got his block now. He's already got guys who are in position to make this foul. He throws that guy out of the way over there. Takes that punch. And that's pretty tasty. So he has opened this up for some forward progress. So... might be working out for him. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only really zombies in the way. Oh, well, yeah, and a ghoul. No, there's no longer a ghoul. There's only zombies in the way, and they're giving up. They're going for the foul.
Yeah, of course they're going for the foul. It's a ridiculously good foul. Although I'm surprised he didn't push. Ooh, now that's a gym foul. There we go. Actually, a gym foul.
And
double ones on the armor.
What did it need to succeed? Not a lot.
It was probably a 5, was it? Yes, if you
It
had
was,
the
alright,
expanded
5.
view.
It does say armor 5 up. I just didn't read it.
Cool. Yeah. I'm taking the piss. 5 up. So I was surprised he didn't push out because had he decided to push the other guy out of the way, the guy he got a stun on, he could have shoved him back and then had +4, +5. So yeah, because he would have had the guys on the bottom line in as well as the other guys. So yeah. Oh no, he fouled the stunned guy. What am I talking about? Yeah. Jim, as in G-I-M, Jimmy Fantastic. Yeah. So Jimmy Fantastic is a Blood Bowl streamer, and he tends not to foul. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and Ballantraw, we should have pointed out Ballantraw is actually a thanks to
he's inherited,
Fletch.
is he?
Yeah, he got that off from Fletch. Yeah. So regent. So that's something.
And
you'll have to switch view again, yeah, because it did the thing. So yeah, Jimmy Fantastic when he rolled a double 1 on his fouls.
I like Shumway's explanation better.
Which is...
It's named after Mr. Jim Fowl.
Oh, Jim Fowl. Yep, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Jim Fowl.
I see we have some trolls in chat. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
I always appreciate a bit of trolling when it's not about my technical setup.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get hot and flustered. Yeah, this is interesting.
It is.
Do you think the big
position.
foul there was the right decision? Is he given up on defense and just thought, I'm just going to go bash?
I mean, he doesn't care if he scores before turn 5. If he's got 5 turns, he's got loads of time. He's necromantic. He can score whenever he wants.
But can he pressure enough now? Because it feels like a pretty effective.
Oh, that's dead.
spree.
Yeah, badly hurt, but a regen. So yeah. Does he get sent off? He does not. Oh,
Yes,
he does. Yep. Cool. Right. So a nice foul to get rid of him, but it's not really working out overall. That's not worth it. It's a trade for 1/2 in a. You're not gonna. I mean, he's not really interested in scoring for a while anyway, so I don't think this is that big a deal.
The
So I was
fouling
surprised-
against regen is such a demoralizing thing to do.
Yeah, it's really annoying. So what I'm surprised by, to go back to the foul thing, is that he put the foul in on the strength 5 lad, who was already stunned, when he could have fouled the.
Oh, the frenzy
Little,
opportunity!
there
Oh
we go.
man,
Yep,
that
frenzy
is
opportunity.
that is absolutely sickening.
Yeah,
Watching
an
an opponent get 2 into 1, and then
that was really silly from him. Really surprising. You'd expect a lot better from him, to be honest with you. It's not like he didn't have the players to come around and do it. But sure, I suppose if you're good, right? just roll 6s, or in this case a 5. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, interesting. I don't like stunning a guy who's already stunned. Or fouling a guy who's already stunned. You can just do that next turn. He could have got a double stun even, or done something
this
to
is
hurt.
this
Claw
is
kicking in here.
absolute carnage. The last 30 seconds or so.
That's
We're still talking
ridiculous.
about whether gang foul opportunities, and in that time, the Saurus armor, which is apparently worse than a man in pants.
Well, it's worse than that as well, because the piling on lad also got fouled and removed another skink, so he's actually down 4.
Yes.
And the big foul coming in on this guy, and that is an injury. I would be very surprised if this isn't. It's an MNG. Oh, that's really annoying.
He has
and he
appled it.
did, and it didn't work. That's really shit.
Oh, well, he's made it to dead. Is that? It doesn't matter.
That's also a terrible idea, because look who just got a free zombie.
You can only get one. I didn't see
is
the
he
animation.
full? Why didn't he get a zombie?
I don't know.
He's strength 4. He can totally get him. That's odd.
It is odd.
Yeah.
Strength
I don't know
5.
why that didn't.
Strength 5.
Oh, because he's strength 5. That's why.
You don't get. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
You don't get
so I was
zombies
like,
off
but he's
strength
only a Saurus. No, he's strength 5 Saurus, so no zombie. So yeah, fair enough. So in actual fact, Peter did the right thing there by going, well, F you.
Yeah.
If I can't have him,
Style,
neither can you.
Yeah, style points.
Yeah.
Style points.
So yeah, it doesn't work on stunties or strength 5. So
and people who don't have, people who have regen, right? People who.
Yes, yes, exactly. If you already have, if you have the regen trait, but what is important is that it does work on Necro or on Nurgle, but Nurgle doesn't work on the other way around, which is really interesting. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
Making it more complicated than I need to. Yeah, strength 5 and stunties are.
Wow, that's the good wolf, isn't it?
That's stuck as well. And there's no Appo on this side. It's not the good wolf, thankfully. But yeah.
That's it. It's the bad wolf.
Wellity.
Yeah.
So that's a wolf down. I mean, it's not a strength 5 Saurus, but you know.
So he does score early. Yeah, I guess he just felt like he couldn't screen given the men down he had.
I mean, he just got rid of the strength 5, so I don't think. Or the.
Do you think he wanted KO rolls?
So, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I would have had to spend more time looking at the pitch state, but I didn't think he was in as bad a situation as he might think that he was in, and just went, look, I'll just take the score and.
Oh, that's good KO rolls.
Yeah, they're pretty good. 2 from 3 is nice.
And the
so he is back up to 11, but they're not 11 quality players.
11?
He is. No, only 10. Thank you. Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah. So the problem is he's missing one of his strength 5, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, but I mean we've seen Scruff do absolute big plays and.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With half a team. Less than half a team.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, he'd be ruining it more than. Yeah, I was thinking he had to get that guy off the pitch, move the strength 5 up. Yeah, I'd probably change the. Whoa, let's hope there isn't a quick snap. It's the right decision, but yeah, no, it probably is the right decision, but I wouldn't do it. I would also swap the Crocs for the strength 5. And I would have moved one of the sidestep skinks directly behind the center, so that if he does decide to frenzy in, he's got some shenanigans you can pull.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he decides to hit any specific place, the other option would be to put a guy with guard there instead. So yeah, an interesting little problem is presented. But I mean, Chivite is in great form about this.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to say. He would expect to. He's got how many goals? 2 goals. He's got a wolf and a white in a pinch.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely got.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, there's only one guy scoring, and that's the sure hands goal. There's no way it's going to be anybody else, and good luck getting any dice on it. If he does, he has to get it with either of his 2 tackles. I think that's going to be very, very difficult. He might be able to go and hit it with some uphills or something like that, but. And he does have, to be fair, with the shenanigans you can do, especially in a game when your team doesn't matter anymore, the shenanigans you can do with an agility 4 stunty by being able to jump him directly through any line you want, and then be able to send a block skink in afterwards to get a 1 dice. He's playing lizards. There's always going to be dice on the ball, but whether it's a tackle hit, I doubt it. I mean, you're just fishing for that 1/6 on a 1 dice, so I don't know if I like the odds of that very much either. But yeah, he's going to be happy that he scored. Already had a guy under the ball. Love it when that happens. Can we switch view, please?
Yes. I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, you're fine. Cool. So yeah, the ball's already safe because it is where it is, so that's fine. Will he go for the follow on this? I mean, he's got some hits lined up, but I suppose he wants to get his strength in there. Yeah, he'd be able to get this guy, just push him out of the way, follow that up as well, and then be able to hit them with the he is going to have to go with the block guard here, I'd say, because you don't want to hit that with a wolf, because otherwise you have to fill that gap first. Or is he going to fill the gap first? He is. So now it's trapped, so now you can just use the wolf and bounce it against the bounce it against the golem. Golem stays still.
Oh, this Crocs, nice man.
Yeah. That's really nice. It's a nice hit. Claw Mighty Blow does a thing. Needed on all of those, yeah, and rolled the 9 there, which wouldn't have been a KO because he's got thick skull, but was because he's got mighty blow. So very nice.
Yeah, we
Exactly
thought I thought it might be his movement, the Crocs' movement that might be his downfall, but it's actually
it's Claw Mighty Blow. Claw Mighty Blow is his downfall.
Yes, yeah.
Who would have thunk it? And this was the unfortunate part about this setup, was leaving this hit on. He'll re-roll that. Yeah, I know him too well. Yeah, that's a really nice hit that he's not going to not take. No armor break. He's piling that on. Yeah, he's going to bait him into the foul here. So he's baiting him into foul him back. Yeah. With some skinks. So he's quite happy with that. It's rowdy as balls, and I don't like it. But it's just so aggressive that some people just can't handle it. But Scroff knows what he's about, knows how to play stuff. I'd say he's fine with this. There's a big dirty foul coming in on the... now that he's knocked that guy down.
Going to bring in another assist?
Yeah, you'd have to bring the ghoul in to make the assist, which is really terrifying because the ghoul is tackle, and it's the tackle mighty blow guy that's going to come in and make the hit. But he's parked between two guys with guard, so what are you going to do? It's the right side for that as well. He's leaving dice on the ball with this though, because skinks are fast, yo. Oh, rough.
Pretty
huge, and I don't think he cares if that's a double, which it wasn't. He got away with it entirely, and and
he gets a zombie that time.
Yes, because that guy is strength 4. Yeah.
Rough. This is looking rough for Scroff. He has got an uphill struggle here. Yeah. And he needs the dice to get a little kinder for him on his pals.
Jetty, the Croxagore has thick skull, buddy. That's what I'm saying. So he rolled a 9, so it would have been a KO, but then it wasn't because it was, So he rolled a, it doesn't matter. But, it's fine.
Big 2 GFI blitz there.
That's pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be backpedaling now, because that's a really nice piece to have lost, and his lads are stuck in combat, and the whole point was just to get this guy all the way out of the way so that he could bring a foul in on that guy, because getting rid of that guy is huge. Yeah,
this is going to be a bribeless foul. Now, a skink is not fantastic to lose, but it's still 60k.
Yep. I don't think he cares.
Right now it's more about the play. Yeah. He just has to high roll, right?
Yeah, he's kind of in that position now, unfortunately. So here comes straight send off. Another gym foul. What did he get? Double one, double two?
Double two.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, so he can't do that anymore. That's I think that's his last opportunity to do it. It was probably right because he had a +3 foul on that. But he can't do it anymore. +4, so he can't do it anymore.
He's going to run out of players.
He doesn't have the players to do it. No. So rough one. This is not going well for poor old Scroff. Just some dice just not really working out, and some of the other things just going through the roof. So so Chivite has definitely been doing some high rolling. Those fouls were pretty ridiculous. I mean, it was a nice foul, fair enough. It was +3. Yeah, that's not a great. No, it wasn't even. It was +3.
Too far.
So,
well, Python wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a 7+.
Yeah.
And he rolled an 8.
Yeah, and then the 8+ following, which the DP came in on.
Yeah.
But straight to dead is, Yeah, that's rough. You're going to be reeling from that. That's a lot of TV down. That's your killer down, and one of your big strength 5 guys down. One of your tackles down as well. So, all of this is not ideal. Just roll 6s, boy. So straight through to the wolf. Manages to get some stuff here. I'd say looks like the play is going to switch to the left-hand side here.
Mm-hmm.
He's got everything kind of tight in the middle. He should be able to just kind of keep everything locked up nice and tight. make any of the movements of any of those other guys just a little bit more tricky. So he's just giving him the decision of do you want to come down and get some, or do you want to stay there and do you want to come and try to stop the ball? So what's interesting is I did say after the foul came in that there was dice on the ball. He had all of those skinks that could have just walked right around all of that and got dice on the ball, but he just didn't go for it. He was more interested in getting rid of the
white.
The white, which I think I totally understand it. That guy's terrifying, but I don't know if it was necessarily the right play. So yeah, I think he's probably just going to leave that white line there as well, to be honest. I think you bring the guard over to stand. Yeah, bring the guard in to stand just beside them. Well, fair enough. And yeah, I suppose try the 4-3, because I mean you don't want to stay where you are, so you don't take this hit either, because you want to keep that guy locked on the zombie. So even though he has a couple of dice on him, he just doesn't throw that dice. He doesn't even have a dice on him because he's strength 5, so strength 3, strength 4, strength 5. So yeah, he just doesn't throw it. He leaves him there because you want to keep him tight. You want to keep him in base contact with 2 people so that he can't just blitz off. Oh, yeah, I don't know that I like it. I don't think it was worth it. The 4 was bad there. He's trying to clear the spot so that the Oh, okay, fair enough. Just roll more dice. Yeah, another 2 pluses. Fair enough. I thought he might even be clearing the spot so that the white could have 4+'d out, but he's intentionally left him there to see if he fouls him again.
Yeah.
Because if he does it and it gets caught, then that's I mean, it's only turn 7, but it's nearly game.
Yeah, that is
pretty huge.
Such a big numbers advantage.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay, gets the 6, gets the straight pow.
Yeah, really nice hit. Nice to get the 5+ there. He did have the 2 dice. It was good to get the other guy in though. He's giving away a pretty nice hit if he wants it though. And wants to go for the 2 dice on this guy. Doesn't get it. He's going to reroll that. Doesn't get it again yet. So not a good reroll, but an understandable one. I think this is the frustration is going to get to him. So yeah.
Is he going to jam in the base? And
no, you can't. No, it's a wolf. Yeah, it's a wolf.
No, yeah. I mean, you'd be hoping for quad skulls, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's not a great thing to bet on.
Yeah.
I think he feels like he probably has to go for the foul. Because where else is his route to victory in the second half?
Who's going to go for this foul though? The diving tackle block lad or the agility lad?
I know.
So
I guess
none of that's good.
Not.
He does not have to go for this foul. He does not.
He is though.
Yeah, it's a bad call. And if he loses this guy, that's game. Lucky boy, very lucky boy. Not even an armor break. Yeah. I don't really like that either. Right. I mean, there's 2 dice in that skink, right? There's 4 dice in that skink from that wolf. And he can just go straight through the middle, bring all of those guys around. All he needs to do is put the top zombie on the left-hand side of the Saurus, and that's his job kind of done. He just stays there. He can bring the guard up to the other side of him as well. Yeah, pretty straightforward. And he's quite willing to just leave that guy there, lying on the ground, where he's going to soak up all of this damage. Yep, there we go. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Tie this guy up. I don't really like that square. I would have made it as hard as possible for him to get through. So has got sidestep. So what you do here is you bring the ball to the right-hand side of the skink that's downfield, the agility skink.
Yeah.
He comes down to the right-hand side of that 1 square away. Oh, he's just not going for that at all. But for future reference, you bring that guy to the right-hand side of the skink 1 square away. There, yeah. And then you blitz it with the other guy. Because then it doesn't matter where he goes, he's going to get extra dice on him. Which is kind of one of the things, because you were talking the other day about blitzing sidestep.
Was I?
You don't.
I think somebody else was.
No, it was when your Norse were playing Gus
The other day, 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how very annoying it was.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. That's how you deal with it. And you don't put a target. You don't get the assist where the guy is. You get the assist where the guy will be.
Yes.
And then you blitz him. But it was a good practical application of me being able to go, here you go. There's an example of. So yeah, decided to go about it that way because he wanted to get the killer back in action. Why not foul? Yeah. He's going to get his lad sent off, though. It's a bit of a shame. That guy's good. You don't really want to get him sent off. But if he can get rid of another couple of skinks, he's golden.
Yeah.
So turn 8. Yeah, that skink being out of commission is pretty huge. That guy's got tackle. Yeah, no, I think you put in the 1 dice here. I think you bring the agility all the way around to the back left-hand side of where the cage would be. Yeah, and then the skink that is in base contact with the guard and with the killer, him, he just comes around and comes in and yeah. So he goes past the wolf, not through there because that guy's got guard. So he goes, right. No, you dodge through the wolf's tackle zone. So you go right, 3, 3, 3, and then back up. So it's a couple of 3s, yeah, 1, 2, 3 3s and a 2, needing a 6 on 1 dice.
And some GFIs?
Yeah, that was the 2. Yeah, 3, 3, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the play. Probably what I'd go for. I'd work it out. It'd be nice to be able to cancel some other assists, but I don't think you can. So yeah, looks like he's going for it. I can't cancel that wolf actually, so it is only going to be 2. It's going to be 2 red either way. But nice to get that guy on him anyway, because now he has to deal with it, and it is sidestep. So yeah, just push that guy out of the way, save him at 3+. Alright, so the first of these is off tackle, which is annoying. So yeah, he's just going to take that other hit because he doesn't, it's 2 free dice, right?
Yeah.
And here we go. Here's the play. So the first one off tackle is the annoying one, but the rest of them are fine. So 3, 3, 3, 2.
Yeah, it's the first.
Yeah. Working out how to do it. You don't want to go in that way because, maybe he does actually. Maybe he wants to come in. I mean, it's red dice anyway, right? Because he's got the assist there. So, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, he was coming around the back to do it from the other side.
1 and 9.
Yeah, 1 and 9. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. That's one of those. I mean, it's up to a bunch of different coaches. You can see the play. You know what it is. It's just a question of how you decide to approach it. I suppose not being able to get the assist cut off the wolf meant that he was able to do some other stuff. Does he have enough guys to make this really, really hard? Yeah, well, that's all he needs to do is to get the first hit to get him off. Sidestep not going to work there. It's agility guy.
And you just
break
their neck.
+1, -1 agility. That's pretty funny. I mean, it doesn't really matter because the badly hurt was all that mattered anyway, right? But yeah, missing that skink for the rest of the game is pretty huge. I don't think you make any more dice here. He's just working out if he can put some 3+ in anywhere or get some 3 dicers, which he
took a 2 dice.
Can by the look of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to come over here with Dauntless Fail. Gets him anyway.
This is a little rowdy.
Yeah, the 2+ are a little bit rowdy, yeah, to be fair. But he's got a piling on this hit. He could have made it. No, I don't think he could have made it 3, so there's no real reason to be annoyed about it. I wouldn't do it. He has a reroll. It's a 1 in 36.
Yeah.
To get the double skull. But yeah.
Oh, it's more. Well, yeah. Get the quad skull. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That's
bigger than 1 in 36.
It's 1 in 127. Yeah. So yeah, fair enough. But sure, it's bad. You wouldn't do it in a playoff game. It's bad in a playoff game to do that because, you have to. I mean, going in at halftime at 1-1 is part of the plan. So now he's got 8 turns to score, right? With a little else to do up against half a lizard team. I mean, Big Whoopi's missing one of those guys, but how many of this is out? Like, two of those are self-inflicted as well. One of them, fair enough, you got caught. That's unfortunate. And bad KO rolls as well. Man, he's got nothing left but a couple of skinks. Yeah, this is not great. Yeah, not great, I have to say. What say ye, chat? Do you think we're in for an upset? I mean, we know Scroff is good, and we know that he's done plenty of stuff before with few enough players. So, the option's always going to be there that he can play the heck out of this. I don't doubt him for a second, but it's a big ask. Yeah, it's a big ask.
And I'm trying to think now, the match where Kurdog was down lots of players. No, I feel like he was versus pretty much the full team. It was the Orcs, wasn't it? I think it was the Orcs.
Against Willie Walsh's Orcs, yeah, he was down quite a chunk, but
I don't know if it was quite this extreme.
No, it wasn't. No, no.
And the game state was quite different as well. There was general chaos, and he had the blitz. And
this is it, yeah. And he'd also managed to do some amount of damage back.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, it's a really nice piece to be down, but from Scrofulla's point of view, but it's just a wolf. It's down a claw. Fair enough. Ooh, Blizzard.
Doesn't make a huge difference for Necro, does it? I mean,
well, no, because he wasn't going to score until turn 8 anyway. Yeah. He's going to move around 4 squares a turn if he wants to, but depends where the ball went as well. Ball is right in front of him. Yeah, this is fine. So yeah, just send some boys in, see how many attacks he can get. Here's the claw coming out. Oh, he miscounted that. He did not realize that was a guard. Yeah, that was really lazy. Really lazy. And he gets away with it fully. Yeah, really surprising. He's made a couple of those now this evening. Didn't even check it before he went with it. Just went straight in for the 1 into the 2. Really lazy. Really unlike him. You still there, buddy?
I am. Yeah, I was just looking at chat.
All right. Okay.
And then there was some math discussion, and then I decided I'm not going to get involved in math discussion. I trust anybody else to know. Yeah. Quad skulls are very rare, and the point Kalon was making is it's fine to do that because quad skulls are very rare.
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. It isn't because it's a playoff game. It's stupid. You don't do that. But the understanding, like the reason that people do it, is for that.
Yeah,
for that reason, because they go, well, it's really unlikely. So.
Yeah. But have you met my dice?
Well, this is it. I mean. People kind of have the heart of the dice in their head about. Some people think that it's perfectly normal, and what are the chances of me getting it? I know I watch like Rick Reckless, although starting off this story with a guy called Rick Reckless is, and there's another guy out, is always going to be an implication of what his opinion on the situation is. He said he's played, thousands of games of Blood Bowl, and it's happened to him like 3 times that he rolled the double skull. Or the quad skull.
The quad skull, yeah.
Yeah. So
because it is 1 in 1,000-ish, or
well, this
whatever.
is it. Yeah, exactly. 1 in 127, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Danton. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he's exactly right. It's too specific a number for him to be plucking out. Yeah, I just consider it about 1 in 1,000, and that's close enough for me. Yeah, people pouring one out for Scroff pretty much already in chat.
Not quite, but good. It was a good attempt.
Yeah, you've got to go for it at this point.
Yeah, you do. There's no real choice to do otherwise,
Yeah.
But what's he down to? Is he down to 2 players?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not great. So yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's still 1-1, right? And he has got the 2 players he has are pretty good. Oh, you dodge away from that, bud. You dodge away from that. Yeah. Okay. And that's
he's not going to get far though. He's not going to get particularly safer. Does Chivite need to make a block with the ball?
Yeah, I suppose it is diving tackle blodge on the piece. So yeah, fair enough.
He's definitely going to get 6 dice from the wolf, isn't he?
Yes. Yes, he is.
And I don't think he'd have reduced
no,
that
well, he'll
number
go
of
with
dice
the
by
he'll go
dodging
with
away.
tackle because it's better. So you can put the tackle hit and then
Oh,
push
yeah.
it back. Well, he'll make the only square available to it the square where he gets into the strength 5.
Yeah.
And then we'll hit it again. And then if that doesn't work, he there's only one spot that he can hit back. So yeah, so he needs to fill up the last spot, and which he does now.
It's not great having an entire team
Yeah.
like coordinate to hit us.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And doesn't get him. Yeah.
No.
Doesn't get him. So now the strength 5 has to move down. Does he? Oh no, he just goes for this hit. That obviously doesn't get him because he's got dodge. So he's only got one place to sidestep. He comes up there.
Well, now if this one in 9s, it will be interesting.
Oh, I think that's a mistake.
No.
Yeah, doesn't get it. Yeah. So now he just goes up right rather. Yeah, and just stays on him.
I mean,
So
can
that's pretty hilarious.
Chivite make
It was a
this
mistake
3
not
red
to
dice?
follow there because he had the other stuff. Oh, he's totally taken the 3 red dice. Currently, it's only 2 red dice.
Yeah.
Not 3. So now he has to bring the other guys in to make it 3.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just working out where he's going to be able to sidestep to.
Oh yeah.
If he does get hit again. So yeah, he just needs to go there, and
I know this.
he's also stopping the.
It's
he's
one
also
skink
making it
versus an
difficult for the
entire
guys to come
necro
back
team.
up. Yeah. But I mean, it's still the play, right?
Oh, yeah,
In fact,
absolutely.
the play is you dodge one to the right and then do it again. So you dodge into the square where it's only 2 uphill and then hit him again. Yeah. Because at the moment it's 3, so the 3 plus first. Yep, there you go. And then you hit him again. Not quite, but you don't re-roll that one. You just leave that one alone. You just shove him back. Stay where you are. Oh, don't re-roll it.
So what does he need? Because it's a blodge ghoul. So does he need double 6?
He needs 2 6s, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so no, you don't re-roll that, yeah. I mean, it happens, right?
Yeah.
It's the same likelihood as a double skull.
Oh, yeah, it happens all the time.
But, yeah.
You notice them less, the double 6s?
You do, yeah.
You remember them? Never?
Yeah.
There's a double one.
That's really unfortunate. And his guy's in base now, and that is game, unfortunately. Because he's just going to get pitch cleared now, because he's got all the time in the world. So, let's see.
Have a little bit of a procession.
Start of this, you have to work out exactly how many dice you can get on this guy. So, there goes him. I suppose the ghoul comes up to stand. You know, that guy going there is fine. And then the other guy comes and fills in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, cool. So now, yeah, and he just hits him from that square, and he knocks him into the macro. Who stays where he is, or is he gonna? No, he pushes up to the right. Okay, we didn't get the break, so now we know what the play is. That's fair. So you work out whether or not you get the hit before you decide where to fill in the squares. He wants to get the ball free and square and completely safe as well before he does anything else. And now you just fill in all of these squares and you hit them with a dirty player.
Yeah. And what is it going to be? He's going to need a 3?
Oh no, it'll be, what is it? It's 9. It's 8 squares, so it's a 2 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll break armor on a send off. Yeah. Yeah. A gym foul works here. Yeah.
He's got to get the run up. Yeah.
Oh, have to. What a scumbag. Oh, you gotta love it.
Well,
he gets sent off for his
Well,
stun.
that is the worst.
That's really funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a bit late in the day for bad luck.
Yeah. I don't know, Dave. I don't know. He's still in it, man. He's still in it.
I think Dave is just cursed.
Yeah. Oh, man. Shumway got him beautifully earlier on. That was really funny, Matt. Hilarious, in fact. Yeah, really nice. Pretty cool. You just passed turn, right? Yeah, they're just chatting.
Yeah.
They're just chatting in chat. And he's like, yeah, fair enough. Cool, go for it. So, Ghoul goes up to the top left. And he's not going to score, is he? No, he's not. Thought he was going to be a proper scumbag. So in comes this guy, and then you just foul it again. And then it's just pass turns for the rest of the thing. And he's just stunned.
How many zombies would he need to get sent off before he's
before he's got nobody left? Yeah, before he can legal concede or whatever. Well, you can't concede the game anyway because it's a final, right? But yeah, pretty rough. Shame to have it end up so kind of one-sided. I think there was. I mean, Peter be watching this back, and I don't want to say, "Oh, you did these things wrong." I don't want that to be the case at all. It did seem that there were some decisions, certainly when he started going behind, that he was more influenced by the roll of the dice and thought that he might have to high roll his way back into it. Maybe we'd be sitting here and I'd be going, "What a great decision had they worked." Maybe that's the case, and maybe it was the right thing to do. But overall, I think a couple of self-inflicted things is going to be what the decider is.
I agree. I think at the point where he decided he needed to high roll, maybe it came one turn too early, but I think it was pretty on the cards. You know, it was rough. It was that 3 KOs in the space of 30 seconds that really knocked him, because he's then outguarded, he was outstrengthed, and the fouls started to come in with quite a few pluses, right? So
yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's what Chivite likes to do.
Yeah, some good points being made by Chad here. Yeah, if these were the fouls at the start of the game, he might have been in with a better chance. Yeah, I mean, some of those fouls were fierce high rolly. Dirty player is a good skill. Who would have thought it? Yeah, has to go for the vanity pass, Emmett. It's like he's not even playing Blood Bowl. He's playing Necromantic, and I haven't once seen him make a blitz and dodge out. I mean, the guy just isn't committed to this at all, you know?
I know.
Right, here we go.
Abusing stand firm too much. Look at these, where were these sixes earlier?
Yeah, I know, right? Finally.
Scruff is only rolling ones and sixes. Okay, he rolled a 5. Ones and sixes. That's what you don't want.
Yeah, fair enough. He rolled a 1 on a d6. I mean, what are the chances? Yeah. We'll just never know.
I mean,
tide goes out, tide goes in. I mean, we just don't know.
What is he? This is a one-turner with 4. You can't do it with 4 players.
He cannot do a one-turner because he doesn't have a skink.
Also true. I mean, Saurus
he also has. So it's move 6 with 4 guys. So no.
It's not possible.
Needs frenzy, and I think 8 players. Well, you can get frenzy and 7 will do.
Blitz. No, he's attacking.
Nope,
he needs a riot. He needs a riot.
He needs a riot. Yeah, he needs a riot. Yeah, he needs a riot and the ball to go out of bounds. Is what he needs, so that he can. So the riot into catch, into touchback, into a I run straight through your line. Nothing can touch me. He's the full. For any American football fans here, he has the full Derrick Henry his way.
There can't be a pitch invasion on turn 16.
There can, yeah.
Oh, if it was a pitch invasion with 10.
With all of his guys down, but he still doesn't have the movement to get all the way down there.
Oh, that's true.
Because there's only one.
It's no good. So, it's no good. Yeah.
So no, it's no good. No riot, and that is game. As they'll be saying to each other, and Peter is going to go. Well, thanks for the game. Hopefully, I'm going to kill one of your players. We might send something fun if you manage to get rid of. Get a blitz on this right-hand guy, and then see a foul from the Croxigor, or else he's going to go for like a Crocs pass or something like that to give us all a little bit of something exciting.
The Crocs can't reach the ball.
You have to ruin everything.
Well, he's only moving 5.
No, I know. So Crocs blitz into move back into the other guy has to. It's a go for it for him to reach the ball. So yeah,
in the snow.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he does have it. No, it's a Crocs. It's a Saurus he's got back. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're just having a chat in chat. Derrick Henry, turn 16, move 8, 6, AG4, AV12. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Sprint and sure feet. Yeah. Yeah, and Juggernaut, obviously.
So in keeping with the story of Scrofulla, the last fun thing he gets to do is 4 dice for a push.
He hasn't got angry yet, Emmett. He hasn't hulked up. That's the whole point. Yeah.
But well played, Chivite. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, big time.
Pretty ridiculous
really well.
cycle of 3 seasons.
Indeed. So
winning the cup twice with 2 different teams.
Correct.
A feat which I thought probably would have been totally impossible.
So, for anybody new to the thing, there is a feature in the Eire Bowl League where if your team is killed, or if your team just to accommodate for the fact that sometimes you just have a horrible start of the season, so your team could, game 1 and your really expensive players die. You lose both of your war dancers in game 2. And it's just you're absolutely ruined for the whole season. How are you supposed to get back into that? And rather than make you be stuck with those that team to play, we allow you to buy back in. So you lose all your star player points, but you start with a fresh team. So that is the way we do it. So at the end of season 1, which Chivite won with a like 400 gold piece worth of TV value of Skaven. He retired his team, was given the option of taking the place in Division 1, but decided instead that to keep it fair, he would go all the way back down to Division 3 with his newly formed Necromantic, and then came all the way up through Season 2 and Season 3 and has won it again. So congratulations to him. Well done, Chivite. Commiserations to Scrofulla. Yeah, that was definitely a game of Blood Bowl. I think most of it, the decision of it kind of went out of it in the first half, unfortunately. Rough one for Peter. Yeah, that was just pretty rough. The Apo fail as well so early on. Just not being able to get any removals himself with any of his hits. Going for the fouls and just not getting them, getting sent off, even using his bribe straight away and stuff like that as well. And then just the return damage it just snowballed. So your heart has to go out to him. But well done to Peter for having performed fantastically all the way through. He's been in the cup all the way through end of season 1, end of season 2, end of season 3. He's an excellent player, a really good admin. I'd say he's good looking, but we all saw his face earlier in his orange t-shirt, and we know that's not the truth. So hard luck, well done, good man. And for Chivite, well done. Yeah, well done. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, has he joined?
Yeah, it was over a bit early, unfortunately, but yeah, it is what it is. Well done, Chivite. Good man. Well done. Yeah, superb. Is Scroff with us as well?
He said he'll join. He said he'll join.
Yeah, cool. So, it's rough. I don't know if I'd feel like talking after.
No.
And here he is.
Hey, Scroff. Commiserations, man.
Yeah, well, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, hard luck, Peter. That was pretty rough, man. Yeah. So, yeah, just
it wasn't a show than anything else.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I did really appreciate you trying to go for the Saurus pass in the last turn. I did call it and said, like, Peter's an excellent guy. He'll go for this. So I appreciate you having done that. Yeah, I was just saying the Apo fail early on, that bribe fail, or not bribe fail, but that early foul that you got off, just not working out at all. Guy got sent off, and then instantly that following turn there was a removal of like 3 Saurus and some stuns and the fouls coming in, and oh man, it just snowballed.
Oh yeah, well once like I lost all those Saurus early on, it was just going to snowball. Like,
yeah,
I knew then the game was over essentially, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I like it was definitely tricky. It did seem at some stages that you felt like you were kind of you're going to need to high roll it to get back in.
Uh-huh.
it was interesting just to kind of see that overall. Absolutely excellent stuff with the skink, the remaining skink in the second half. Just the little guy who could. Being able to stand up to all of that damage was hilarious. All of the tackle hits and everything coming in. What did he take? 9 dice. And just sidestepped around the place. Absolutely beautiful. And then the lovely little dodge at the end into another 2 dice rather than taking the 3. And then of course he fails, snakes the roll out and KO'd himself. So yeah.
He was like, I've done my job here.
Yeah. A very good point being made here by Chivite in chat. The internet, and this is one of the things about Rebel, if you look up stuff about how do I beat this team, they always tell you to kill the skinks and ignore the Saurus, because if you kill the skinks, you can't have any. There's no ball handling ability. It's really not the truth. If you just kill the Saurus, they're not a team. So
you just think skinks doing.
Shit. Skinks are very fast and they're quite agile, and sometimes they'll roll a lot of 3s in a turn, but that's it. That's all they're doing. I mean, if you can manage to get 3 or 4 of them to Velociraptor their way and Clever Girl their way into a situation where they're managing to roll some dice, then they're okay. But they're certainly not a Saurus. So good advice for anybody out there. Go for the Saurus. Get rid of the strength.
If you think with the Saurus, the Lisbon is done, essentially.
So shame to be putting the nice team to bed. It was a lovely team. You had a lot of fun with it. Is that your first time with Lizards in a full season?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I played a season of them before in PBBL, which I kind of forgot about.
Okay.
It was kind of a nothing season. It was like my first season in PBBL, and I thought the thing was re-rolling right afterwards. And then they weren't, and I just kind of went off and played something else, you know what I mean?
Okay, so yeah.
One of my first real-time property giving Lizards a proper go, you know?
Sure. Yeah, they're a really fun team. They're very good.
Yeah, they're great fun. I love playing Lizards, but
it's a dead team, but I'm just looking at it now.
Like, I really wanted to have a proper game with Chivite.
Yeah.
There was a good bit of back and forth, but well.
Yeah, I assumed there were points in where there was kind of not much happening on the pitch, and I was like, oh, the lads are having an old natter. So I assume you guys were chatting all the way through it.
Oh, we were chatting away, yeah.
Good. Because it is another one of the great things about the league is how everybody likes to talk, which is really, really cool. But 2 really nice strength 5 Saurus that you had, and the little Croxagore who could. Man, you got that guy got guard like game 2, and then got a move bust in like game 4, and man, he's just been great. He's just survived the whole way through. Yeah.
I was really disappointed Taylor Swift didn't make it to the end.
Yeah, no, that is sad. Yeah,
I mean, was at the start.
Oh man, if you had Taylor Swift today, what a difference that would have made. Taylor Swift, for any of our newer viewers, was
But yeah,
move 9, sidestep, sprint and sure feet.
Still, probably wouldn't have made a difference.
I don't know. A player like that is pretty outstanding. Those are the type of things that you want to have in a big game like this. But yeah, I don't think it would have made a huge difference for you today. I mean, you've got a couple of outstanding skinks and some really nice Saurus out there. Well, certainly at the start of the game, not so much towards the end, and the agility bust on the agility 4 as well. But sure, what does it matter now, right? I mean, they're all dead.
Exactly. I was humming and hawing about that Apo, but
yeah, I couldn't, because I was like, but it's a Saurus. You totally don't take the dead because you've just given him a free thing. And then I forgot the lads were like, no, he's strength 5. He's upgraded to strength 5, so he doesn't get the free zombie for him, which is pretty funny.
That was kind of the idea there. Yeah. It's a bit fun.
Yeah,
but it was also like Apoing and miss next game, but then like. Seeing what came afterwards, I was like, well, it wasn't so bad, really, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. It was a tough one. It was quite early on. I think there's no way of saying whether that was a right or wrong decision to take that Apo. Miss next games are always a tough one. But with the caliber of player that it was a tackle as well. So no, I think
for me. Well, no, it was a guard.
Wasn't it the strength 5 pack? Oh no, yeah, it was the strength 5 guard. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I needed to keep something on the field to.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
be able to hit back at some point.
Well, this is it. I mean,
and
yeah.
then the fouls just continue to not work at all.
Yeah, just not getting any removals from them. A lot of double ones. Pretty rough on the fouls. And Jed did say that if Chivite's fouls from the second half had been the fouls in the first half, you'd still be in the game. Because there was that one guy left on the pitch who got fouled for 5 turns in a row and eventually got KO'd. Whereas earlier on it was like, what's this? It's Therosaurus with cool. I've got 2 assists here. Yeah, you're dead. Mm-hmm. So So I don't know. These things happen. You're right.
Yeah. Bring on next season.
Yeah, next season is going to be super, super fun, and we're hoping that I'm dropping you straight into the deep end here, but it would be great if we had you on occasionally to chat to us about how the league's going and any insights you're having of stuff along the way. We're hoping to have regular content here where we discuss who's played who, what's going on in what division, how it's looking overall, certain skill pick choices we see depending on schedule and stuff like that, and how that might impact the following year. I'm really interested in getting into the meta of it, and hopefully being able to have all of you guys here to talk to us about the league and what's going on and how you're enjoying it and stuff like that. So we'd love to have you along to chat.
And I think time permitting, and I think there is, we should probably review like a game of the week.
Game of the week is a really, really cool idea. Yeah.
It'll be a replay, but that'll be quick, and a lot of people don't watch any of the other replays, especially outside of their own division. So
yeah, for sure, yeah.
But
so all the more reason for us to kind of shove some people on, yeah.
Yeah. Any suggestions people have? Any requests? Regular features of Dave's Goblin, Pale.
Yeah, yeah, Pale Adunawan, who got it. Not only is he infamous, but he's now got a team named after him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
Well, so maybe we have a little Pale corner each week.
Yeah.
little spotlight.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, Scroff.
Well cheers, Scroff. Thanks a million.
I guess Chivite, he knows he's invited. But I suspect that he's not in a.
He's busy bragging in text.
Yes, he is
on the chat.
And he's probably
great to see you, Psycho Works. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
And great ideas. The Killer of the Week, Player of the Week. Yeah, great ideas.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a whole bunch of first people saying stuff in chat and follows. It's really cool. It's not only stroking my ego. It really it's about us thinking about, okay, well, how much time do we want to spend on this? If we can see that there are people who want to be more involved by listening to this, or hey, I'm just throw it out there, if you want to come commentate on stuff, get involved.
Definitely
100%, man. I'm not afraid of some rotation. Right, me included.
Definitely. It's a
commentate a game or two. I didn't want to do it while I was playing in the
definitely. I was kind of in the same boat. That's kind of why I took a dive out of it in the round of 8, because I wanted to be able to comment on the end, and I just thought it'd be a little on the nose if I was still involved. You know yourself, Peter.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. But no, we'd be delighted to have you in, and we have to say as well, Wonder Boy's been great for covering for a bunch of different stuff,
and Dave, bring in the flavour.
And when you can get through his thick Kerry accent, it was lovely to have Chivite on occasionally.
Anyway, those all sound like great ideas, lads. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Sylvan and Kaelin and Wonderboy and who else was on?
And Dave.
Chivite and Mistax ID.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed watching the streams back. I don't know if I'll watch this one back, to be honest.
I think you gave it enough attention, and it was a pretty rough experience to live through once.
It was, there is the running joke online when somebody has cast a game from the CCL playoffs, and they're talking to somebody else who's like, "Oh, did you did you cover that thing? And everybody's going like, don't watch the VOD, because the lads were really nasty about the plays and stuff. But honestly, I think I hope if I am coming across as a bit of a dick, then correct me on it, because it's not my intention. I think there's definitely just being able to see some plays that you're able to see that other people aren't able to see. Certainly not when you're in the run of it. It was great for me to be able to watch back and listen to some of the criticisms the lads had for my games as well. I find that really, really constructive. But I'm aware that other people don't. So by all means, put your there's a suggestion box at the bottom of this Discord.
Yeah.
So do put some stuff in.
Twitch channel has suggestions.
Sorry, in the Twitch channel. I beg your pardon. If you scroll underneath, you'll see some stuff there.
Cool.
So please do give us a come.
Thanks, Scroff. Thank you, Kalon. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Cheers, Peter.
Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
It's the best place. Bye. Good luck, lads.
Bye.
Bye-bye.